So the packing has begun. It is June 14th right now. I had actually kind of been packing small things throughout the month of May before I actually turned in my letter because I was expecting to have to do that. My sister's over here right now and she's helping me take down a wall that I had used vinyl wallpaper on. Here, I'll show you. There we go. All the way up to the ceiling. So you can't really see it, but if you watch some of my very first videos, this was the background in some of my very first that I did. And it was a project, to put it mildly. It was a project. It is coming down much easier than when it went up. But this is what, you know, you do when you're single on a Friday night and getting ready to move. You call your sister, whose husband is in the middle of, like, game night. And you clean and help pack out the craft room and the filming room and silently judge your older sister. One of my boxes is currently labeled Rachel's Old Lady Hobbies. It's full of yarn and crafting stuff. So this is where the journey is beginning. I have a pile of Goodwill stuff that will be going out soon. And then we're going to start, like, little by little getting everything packed. So between moving and then, like, when I finish with my current job, I'm getting stuff packed up because I don't want to be in a box my last 2 weeks here in this town. So I am trying to make sure that I take care of those things that I don't necessarily have to look at all the time. So that way, by the time it's moving day, we're taking down the last few items. Good morning. So it's Saturday. I showed the clip yesterday of us getting started with the packing and moving process, or I should say, like, kind of the bigger stuff. I've already been packing some stuff, but it's Saturday. It's the day before Father's Day, so I'm actually headed home to see my parents. My sister and brother-in-law are about an hour ahead of me, so they're already heading down. They'll let me know if we're going to meet somewhere. Otherwise, the plan is to meet at Mom and Dad's house. So this is just like a part of moving, and if you've moved, which I'm pretty sure most of you watching this have, at any time, you know, like, when you're in the middle of the packing process, you're trying to pack all the stuff that you know you're not going to use. You know, like your holiday, your decorations, you're getting pictures off the wall, you're doing the thing, and you're trying to decide, like, will I use this in the next 2 weeks? And you're like, yes or no, and you've done the purge, which, if you watched a video I filmed a while back ago, like, you know that I've already done, like, the major purge, getting rid of a lot of the atypical couple days in my life point. And in the midst of all of this, you're also trying to just do your basic, like, upkeep. So I took the morning and, like, made breakfast, had my coffee, did laundry. I've got bread rising right now, which I'll bake once I get back later this afternoon, early evening. I'm trying to keep up with all the household stuff that, like, are things that just have to happen for me to function. And I'm probably not really going to whip the camera out the rest of today, mainly because, like, this isn't going to have anything to do with my packing. But, like, I want to get out and enjoy some time with my family too before, which I'll be moving closer to family, but kind of in the midst of it, like, I just mentally need the break. I've been having, like, lists of, like, things to do at the current apartment, things to do at the future apartment, things to take care of at work. So I've been going through a bunch of mental lists and I'm checking a bunch of things off, but I just need a mental break. I'm at that point, like, I just need a break. So we'll see how today goes, and then, like, as I start doing more of, like, the major things, I'll pop on and let you guys know how it's going. Okay, so we are at it again. It's Wednesday. I move a week from Saturday. So I have been, like, trying to take a couple of hours each day. By hours, I mean, like, 1.5 to 2, and get just, like, a couple of boxes packed. So I'm starting to accumulate a pile that is in my kitchen. And then I'm getting stuff down, like, in my living room. Today I am tackling, like, my desk area. Let me just kind of show you where we're at on this. So I didn't start it, like, with you seeing everything, But just know, like, my desk was actually covered in stuff and a little overwhelming. I've gone through the drawers at this point. So that has been taken care of. I've gotten all of the drawers cleaned out. The main part of it has been cleaned out. I am finishing up like with the top because I'm going to get the mirror and the wallpaper off. So let me just talk about the wallpaper here for just a second. Just a second. This wallpaper, I lived in Oklahoma for a while, and I found this online with Amazon, and I fell in love with it. I love kind of that a little bit of that loft industrial mid-century feel that I feel like fake like brick gives. And in 21, I think it was, that was when I decided that I was going to really like live in my apartment. Like, it wasn't just like a temporary thing. It was like, no, like, I am going to set up house. I am going to make this feel very much like my space. When I was in seminary, I told you I lived in what I refer to as the beige prison. Like, they were very restricted on what you could do with the walls. They're not quite as restricted, and this is just vinyl, so it's peel and stick. It's gonna come right off. I cleaned the wall really well before it went off, but my dad helped me do this. So this was like a big like Saturday project that we did. It was like June, so it's been up, I think it's been 3 years. It was a project, but it really added so much character to my apartment, and it really helped me feel like this was my space instead of it feeling as though like this was just like borrowed space, which is what an apartment actually is. It made it feel like this was like mine. So it's a little bittersweet to take it down, but also I have to take it down. But like, this was like the wall and the mirror and the stuff I had hanging on this was really like the first thing I did like with this apartment after I lived here for about a year. That I really made it feel like this is Rachel's space, and it really just brought my apartment together. So it's a little bittersweet right now that I'm getting ready to like do this, but you know, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So I'll give you an after shot once I finish with the desk and then I get this taken off. Good morning. So last day at my current job. I just have to go talk to the person who handles the paperwork. So that's what I have to do. So we'll see how that all goes. So hopefully today's a good day. You know, if there's something that's going to go wrong or happen, it will probably happen today. So I'm hoping that none of that happens. I've taken a lot of time to get everything ready to go. There is no reason for there to be any problems with anything other than like new people getting used to doing my job. And I think they might find that I was doing a whole lot more than they thought I was. So, you know what? After today, not my problem. I have to go back to packing and getting everything in the apartment taken care of now. I still have a few detail things I have to do, like I have a few insurance things that need to be taken care of, and I need to get a few other details finished up. But otherwise, yeah, today's it. Today is it. Good morning. It's Monday, my first day of being unemployed. So I had taken a week between my previous job and my new job, so that way I would have time to come in and pack and, you know, do the whole 9 yards of all that. I haven't tackled a lot of stuff in my bedroom yet, so like I still have pictures on the walls, curtains are still up, that kind of thing. But I have started work on the closet. So right now this is what I've got for the closet. So my clothes have been all bagged up at this point. I got to tackle the top. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a military roll on all my t-shirts. And I've started to get the top of my dresser cleared off. I've been working primarily in the kitchen. And then I've started packing some stuff in the bathroom. That way like, because those are just going to be the more busy areas. So please don't judge me too harshly. Like, if you've ever moved, you know that what you're about to see is totally normal. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a whole lot right now. But I've gotten a lot of pots, pans, my baking stuff has all been packed up. I packed up spices today. I took down my knife holder. I've got I just said my spices are packed up. I've got my cabinet where I kept my spices and stuff. I've got to sort through a little bit of that. The junk drawer has been cleared out. Stoneware is all packed up. The baking cabinet is all packed up. Dishes have all been packed up, with the exception of I still have like my utensils, and then I have a plate that I've left out for me to use. I've got my desk cleared off and cleaned out. There's just a lot. There's a lot right now, and it's just all over. Take off the trash. Okay, so it's signing day. I'm going down to pay all the fees and everything for the new apartment. My car is actually loaded up. I have got most of my clothing is currently in my car, as well as stuff to set up the bathroom, and then stuff to get the kitchen set up. Those were kind of like the two areas where I was like, I can't move any of my big furniture by myself. Like, that's happening here in a few days. But I was like, I have learned for myself, I just need to be able to see like my mark in a space to make me feel as though like, okay, like this is okay, like this is my space, I can be here. So we're gonna get clothing hung up. We're gonna get to work on getting like clothes and stuff just all taken care of, and getting the bathroom more or less all set up. That way, like, worst case scenario, come Saturday, everything gets loaded up, everything gets unloaded. I can sort through boxes and everything once it's unloaded at the apartment here throughout the next coming weeks. I just have to get my bed set up. So if I can get my bed set up come Saturday, I will be at a point where like I am functioning. I will be able to make it. I will be able to sleep, and I will be able to get stuff done then on Sunday, so I can be ready to start my new job on Monday. Now, as a part of this, I'm not the only person who's coming down. My sister is driving behind me right now, so we're caravanning it to the new apartment, which is 2 hours away from where I currently live. But it is, my sister is a school teacher, so she is off because of summer. She's already done summer school in the whole 9 yards. So she's coming down with me. We're going to be getting some stuff put up so that way the apartment won't be totally barren by the time like we get moved into it. And then my mom is also off today, so this will be her first time seeing the apartment I chose for myself, and the one that my cousin was also interested in living with me in. So I got some spaces that are going to have to be set up, but you know, like, it's happening today. It is happening today. So hopefully I get a lot of stuff done. And it was amazing, like, between loading up my car and loading up my sister's car, totally amazing, like, how much I was able to get out of the apartment. Yesterday I did the Goodwill drop-off that I had mentioned, and oh my gosh, I filled up the back of my car and the front of my car. Like, I filled up one of the big tubs, one of the rolling carts that Goodwill likes to bring out. Like, I filled one up, and then we had to make a second trip for me to get rid of some more stuff. So, like, I've done like a huge purge. There's still some stuff in the cabinets, like more like cleaning supplies than anything else at this point. But, you know, like, this is, like, I'm now at that point, like, nope, this is really happening. This is really happening. Like, the packing process has been happening, but now it is like, nope, we're like actually like transporting stuff now. So hopefully there will be some people from my church who will be able to make it on Saturday to help me like move some of the bigger stuff and get it loaded into a truck, because I can lift, my brother-in-law can lift, my sister can lift, my dad really can't, and some of my pieces are heavier. So if I can get help moving some of that stuff, then that just makes my life so much easier. So I'm not totally sure how my cousin is planning on doing her move. I'm kind of suspecting that my uncle might be there today to do stuff like, you know, get her bed set up and some of that kind of things. Or even like her brother they might do more this afternoon, because we're moving to the area that like I grew up in. I am moving to the area I grew up in, but not like the same hometown, so I'll be like 20 to 25 minutes away. And my cousin grew up down the street from me, so she's only having to worry about transporting stuff like 25 minutes away. So like they can make like back and forth trips. It's not nearly the type of hassle it is for me to do that. So that's why like my sister's coming down with me, and we packed up the cars so that way like we can get some stuff moved, like more of the awkward stuff, and that way it's going to be more of like the boxes stuff, the stackable stuff, the big furniture that I'll have to worry about moving on Saturday. But a lot of like, you know, like the loosey-goosey like totes and the clothing is all bagged up, and it's just here in my car, and I'll be able to let it hang and like get rid of any wrinkles that might have appeared. So that's where we're at here for this next leg of this journey. So I'm going to let you go so I can concentrate on driving. I'm just listening to a podcast right now, new one that I found. It's about cooking, which I enjoy. So we'll see how this goes today and how much we're actually able to get accomplished. So Finny and I are currently lying on the floor of my current apartment. It has been cleaned out. Thank you all the people who came from my church and helped me get everything taken care of. We got everything done within basically an hour, a little over an hour. They all headed out right around noon. My appointment for my walkthrough is at 1:30, so it is just me and Finny, and my sister is here too. Well, she's not here. She went to go grab us lunch. And we are just waiting here until my landlord can come through and us do our walkthrough. And Finny did such a good job. I was worried about how he would handle having so many people in the apartment, mainly because he gets kind of nervous, to be perfectly honest about it. But he's actually handled it really, really well. And he's been a very good boy. Yes, I do have a harness and a leash on him, so that way, because he is very wily. So just to make sure he didn't make a break for it, we did have some security things in place for that. But next time you see me, we will be at the new apartment. Hey, okay, so the last time you saw me film anything, it was on Saturday. It's now the next Friday, so I've been busy. I've been setting the apartment up with my cousin, started my new job, reorienting myself to being in this area since I'm close to where I grew up at, just getting everything set up. But I do want to go on ahead and kind of give you guys a little bit of a look-see at the apartment, because you're going to be seeing it. So I gave you a little bit of a look earlier in this video, but now like we do have some of the furniture set up, so now you'll have a better chance to see kind of what it looks like. So this is a townhome. So there is an upstairs. You'll probably see bits and pieces of my bedroom kind of throughout videos. And it's going to be my primary filming space. However, you will also see things like down here. I've already talked to my cousin. She is going to be appearing in some videos simply because like I do a lot of filming here. She's here. She's far more social than I am. So she's not going to be in them all the time. But let me go ahead, flip it around. So it's like right as you come in, we have a closet up there. And then this is our living room. So you probably recognize the couch. I've got some boxes here. We hung up drapes yesterday. Some chairs. Those were actually in my previous office space. I purchased those, so they are mine. You know, we got the TV. We're going to do some kind of artsy craftsy thing over here. We have the kitchen, so it is galley style. I don't think I have quite as much storage space as I previously did. But yes, that's where we hung the knives because it was the only place for it. We need to get that area kind of picked up. KitchenAid's over there. I've got cinnamon roll dough rising. Made that this afternoon. Cookbooks have been moved up there, utilizing the top of the refrigerator, my sourdough starter. My cousin has dubbed it Sam, the sourdough starter. So if you hear me referring to Sam, that's going to be who it is. Sink. I have a dishwasher. So excited. Still working on this. Please ignore that. I just bought myself a new table. So I did this purchase. So it's quite nice. It's from Carroll House, which if you're in the St. Louis area, it's a very nice furniture store. Found it on Facebook Marketplace. This I don't think I've really shown everybody, but at least not on the video. So this is actually a liquor cabinet that I purchased several years ago. I've been using it as a craft cabinet. However, due to the lack of storage space we have in the kitchen, we're now utilizing it as actually for our dishware. It's like perfect for it. And then I just bought a bookshelf from IKEA. I have to get another one because you see these tubs and and boxes. Might be a bibliophile. Yep, those are all mine. They're books. I bought some upstairs. I have to find a place for one of these chairs. But yeah, so this is the new apartment. So I've been at my new job now for a week. I like it. It's different from what I was previously doing. It's paperwork, which is what I've been doing, and I'm just learning a new computer system. Otherwise, like, it's still customer service, it's still working with people, it's still helping them find what they're needing to find. It's a little bit of my combination between like 2 previous jobs, and then like it's all rolled into one. And instead of selling like books or selling higher education, I'm selling like bearings. And I might tell you a little bit about bearings like later on through this, like as I learn things, but let's just say bearings make the world go round, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So that's kind of it for this. You're gonna see more like as we get different spaces set up, as we get stuff cleared out, as we organize things. That's what it's gonna look like. Fenny is doing well, because I know you are all worried about Fenny. He's doing great. But if you enjoyed kind of the bits and pieces of my moving vlog, make sure that you like and subscribe. I don't know, like, I see people who, like, they just make the move and suddenly they make the move, but I took you kind of along on, like, the headache that is packing and trying to get stuff organized, which I didn't show you as much of the organization here because it was, like, coming home from work, emptying boxes, before work, emptying boxes, day I moved in, emptying boxes, which there's nothing really exciting about that. I do a lot of the cooking. My cousin, she eats. She doesn't enjoy cooking quite as much the way I do. She does bake though, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But I kind of get to be the master of the kitchen more or less. But I'm excited about it. This is going to be really good. This is a really good change. It's a major step up from what I was doing before, where I was living before. So I am looking forward to this, and look at all the light. Like the apartment is not like this black hole anymore. It's so exciting. All right, so if you enjoyed all this, make sure that you like and subscribe. That way you'll get all the notifications whenever I do uploads. I did miss an upload in the month of July because of the move, and I just couldn't get that far ahead. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.